Welcome to Scrambled, your space for fertility, owning your 30s, and the scramble that makes it all worth it.
All right, welcome back to Scrambled, everybody. Alyssa and I haven't seen each other in how long?
Probably almost a month at this point.
I was going to say 3 weeks, probably a month. We, in that time, released Scrambled first ep without each other, which was a bit weird.
I know. We still need to do celebratory drinks. We never really talked about it. We just texted, yay, it's out.
And then I felt like I kind of had to do something. So I'm at home with my husband, Herbie, and we released it. And then he was like, what are we going to do? And I was like, I don't know. It's a Sunday night. Like, I've got work tomorrow morning. So we made scrambled eggs for dinner.
Oh, cute. That's really cute. Yeah. I forgot you told me that because that's when I told you that I actually do not like eggs. Cannot eat them. Scrambled eggs are no for me, which is the most ironic part of it all because
I don't understand how this didn't come up. We're like creating a podcast about eggs. We're naming ourselves Scrambled. We did a photo shoot with scrambled
and I took a
eggs
bite and
of the eggs.
like for the pictures, and I was just like, oh my God, I hate
Never
this.
mentioned
They're not like
them.
I feel pretty strongly about a few things like cilantro, truffle, like the heavy flavors. Eggs aren't like that to me. If I'm going to eat eggs, I actually really like egg whites.
Okay.
It's when it's mixed with the yellow that flavor.
Oh, it's the flavor.
It's the flavor and then sometimes the texture of the yellow. But the texture of scrambled eggs don't bother me. It's the flavor.
Anyway, so we both were separate when we released our first ep. And it was a bit weird, but it's how have we felt? How have you felt since we've done it?
So, as you know, it took me some time to gather the courage to post it on my own page, on my own Instagram stories, share it with friends. My close friends all knew I was doing this, but to essentially share it with the world, I mean, my own following, it's been so rewarding. I've had people come out of the woodworks who have messaged me or texted me. Someone from kindergarten commented on our TikTok. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And was like, I went to kindergarten with Alyssa. Like, I found out I was a donor baby recently. Like, and people I went to school with are like, thank you for raising awareness. Like, I'm struggling through IVF. No one talks about it. It's just like really sweet and rewarding.
I've had friends from like when I was 11 years old and stuff like messaging me being like, I've been through this struggle. I've just found out I'm pregnant with my first baby, but I did IVF and all this stuff. And I'm like, holy hell, like this is getting to people. This is insane. I feel so happy that we've done it, but scared. Oh my God, putting yourself out like that.
Well, at least you're married. Like, being single, posting that, being like, I have fertility issues. But I think the right person will know that and come along because of that.
100%.
Because everyone has so many issues. This is one of a plethora of millions of zillions of issues. This just happens to be one that people don't openly talk about so much. I was actually speaking with my friend. She started a podcast too on grief. So she's lost a parent and she brings people on who have lost parents or siblings. But she was like, as hard as grief is to talk about, people are so much more open about that than your topic, even so. So like you're raising awareness to this thing that has a stigma.
Yeah.
That's like, we don't talk about that. It's secretive, but why?
That is so true.
I mean, I've had people reach out to me around my age, around the age of 30, being like, I've been wanting to freeze my eggs. I've been thinking about it. Single, not single, married, whatever, not ready to have kids, this, that. And this just gave me so much information and like gave me a place to start. And thank you for that.
Yeah. We've even had people that have like booked in with a guest that we had, Dr. Amy, like someone messaged like, I just booked a consultation with her because of this.
My friend booked in with Dr. Amy as new patients.
So cool.
I mean, Dr. Amy is a genius. Like
the best.
That podcast got such raving reviews. I had a lot of my parents' friends watching it. I have my friends' parents who are doctors who are like, oh my gosh, this is a great episode. Like, she's great.
I mean, we leave most of our episodes feeling so grateful that we get to talk to these amazing people, but it's so nice to actually put it out and know that it's like a reciprocated feeling that people are listening, enjoying to it, even though they're not sitting there with us having the conversations. I'm like, it's kind of mind blowing to think that like this is happening and people are out listening. It's so cool. It's incredible. I feel really grateful that it's gone somewhere because I think for us, like the whole thing was we didn't go into this being like, oh, it's going to be successful. We're like, let's just do it and see how it goes. And if it becomes too much of a burden on us, we can stop. But just having it, honestly, if one person, and this has happened, has reached out and said, I'm getting so much out of this, please keep going, that's going to make us keep going, I think. Yeah. All right. So I haven't seen you in a while. What's been happening? I feel like we are at the point now too where we've like become a little bit aware of the fact that like we don't want to talk too much to each other because we're like, let's talk on the podcast. So that's like a change in dynamic for our friendship as well. Yeah. What's happening?
Okay, so I told Ashley that there was something that happened that I was saving to catch her live reaction on camera.
I'm nervous.
It's nothing to be nervous about, but it's something that we've like spoken about. And after episode 1, I think it happened.
Yeah.
I got a date out of the podcast.
Shut
Yep.
up.
A guy DM'd me, saw the podcast, was like, "Can I be on the pod?" I'm like, "Sure." He was like kidding, but we had like followed each other. I don't know how, we've never met, but maybe through dating apps or being out or whatever. Like sometimes now with the dating apps, you just find people's Instagrams because it's just easier. And we're going on a date on Wednesday night.
This Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I'm baffled.
It's so funny because before we released this, I was
Wait,
like,
wait. Can I just quickly ask?
yeah.
Did he DM the Scrambled Instagram or yours personally?
Mine.
'Cause
When
I'm
I
like, the way I would have.
remember how I was so terrified to repost it.
Yeah.
And then I did it. And then I got asked out. And I was like, oh my God. The way I thought that like putting myself out there in this sort of context was going to actually do the opposite and like make people be like, oof, she has infertility.
And what did I say to you? I said the right person won't give a flying fuck.
Yeah. And they'll support me and they'll want to go through the journey with me. People are like, you're so brave for putting this out there. I respect it. I think where I was so nervous, people are actually respecting that we have the guts to do this and talk about it and talk about a real issue.
My first Scrambled date.
Yeah. First Scrambled date.
Should I come?
Yeah. 100%. You can sit in the background. Like, we're going to corner store, so you might want to join in. I know.
Oh, wait, I'm so jealous. I cannot get in there.
No, I know. I've never been. I'm like, oh. I was like, how did you do that? He was just like, okay, we're going. I was like, okay, see you at 7:30.
I mean, corner store, if you're listening, can we have our launch party there?
I know. Please sponsor us.
Oh my God, I love this. That's like down the road. I'm literally going to be stalking you outside. What am I doing on Wednesday? Cancel my plans.
Yeah, my first Scramble date. But yeah, it's interesting. Even like guys I've like seen or used to see or whatever will like have like DM'd or followed or commented. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. But I guess everyone supports and respects. So I'm all here for it.
I'm so here for it. So thank you, everyone that's listening and supporting.
Someone said to me too, one of the guys was like, you're trying to be like the Hallie Batchelder of fertility. There's the medical side everywhere, but you're trying to put like a personal spin on it. I said, there's a bunch of like holistic health and wellness, whatever podcast girlies out there. And we're trying to take that, but just put a personal everyday life spin.
100%. Hopefully we're doing okay so far. I think the thing is, like, I don't know how, like, you know, when we have guests on and they're like experts and they really know what they're doing. And like so far, what's been released has only probably been 1 or 2 like expert guests. We start nerding out a little bit in the conversations too. And I'm like, hold on, are we still making this relatable? But I think for the most part, people are saying it does feel digestible to hear.
I think so too. I mean, even the way Dr. Amy, who is a medical professional, was explaining everything was so dummy 101 of fertility. It was so clear, so concise.
Like my mom.
My mom was like, Josh, she was like, she is an amazing speaker. I mean, and we just recorded someone today also who also is an amazing speaker. She's not a medical professional, but she's so well spoken, so mature. Like, it's just interesting.
The people that this is bringing us in contact with it's like changing everything for me. I'm like, there are the most inspiring, amazing people out there that are just so articulate with their stories, so open with sharing. It makes us realize, like, when we're having those moments of doubt or when we're feeling a bit awkward about like constantly posting ourselves on Instagram, because it's a lot to constantly try and like sell yourself, like to the point where I'm annoying. I'm like, hi Megan, here's my Instagram story, going like, watch my podcast.
Like, we were actually just talking before we started this, we need to post more like life content, not just about like Scrambled and fertility, because you guys, hopefully you want to know what we're doing.
Okay, so this is funny because I was obviously going to ask you about your dating life. Yeah. Now I know you have a date on Wednesday. That's insane. I'm thinking new segment, dating 101. No jokes.
I'm down. It's so funny though. Like, even so last night I walked in, or I was at this bar, and then some of my guy friends who aren't my best guy friends, but I know them through life in the city, walked into the bar, and 2 of them were like, oh my gosh, congrats on the podcast. And I'm like, oh my gosh, literally everyone's seen it. But like, again, these are guys my age. They're supportive. Okay.
I know. It's crazy. I have gone out like a few times since with friends, and I'm surprised how many guys are like, oh my God, I listened and like, I don't really get it, but like, it's really cool that you're doing this. And I'm like, the support from people. I'm like, firstly, thank you. And secondly, love that it's like listenable to the people that maybe aren't even our specific demographic.
You're actually gonna die. The guy who I'm going off Wednesday saw.
Wait, can I ask one question? Okay. How old is he?
35 or 36. Yeah.
Alyssa.
what I was just about to say is he saw the clip that we released of me saying I only date younger guys under the age of 28, and he knows I'm 31. And he literally replied to that to me and goes, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No,
No,
I
I'm
am
not.
not." No, I'm not.
Oh, I'm so proud of
Yeah, so he's
you.
older, so that's good. Thank you. I actually can't tell you the last time I dated someone my age or above. I'm not kidding. Like, it's been at least 2 years.
Wow.
I mean, some are like decently older, like maybe 29, 30, but like no one 31 and above.
See, that's so interesting. I obviously haven't dated in a while, been married a few years, but my whole thing was always minimum my
Me
age.
too. Me too. Something has changed. We know it's changed. My energy still remains very young, and I don't want to feel like trapped down. And but like then I look at you and Herbie, and I'm like, oh, they're chilling.
Right. You've just got to find someone that matches your vibe. I think this is a good start. Can't wait to hear how Wednesday goes. Can I say straight up though, he reaches out to you, says we're going on a date, gets you into one of the hardest to get into bars in the city and just arranges it and does it. Oh my God. This makes me so happy.
I
Am
know.
I like
I know. Not funny is that. And then I forget what else happened. I was in a conversation with a group chat yesterday, and some of my guy friends are in it. And one of my guy friends, my friend's husband, was like, "You're literally going to meet your husband off at this podcast. I just know it." And I was like, "Okay, put it out there. Put it out there into the universe."
I love this.
But yeah, that's dating for me. I haven't been on the apps.
Well, you've kind of been traveling a bit too. So
I've been traveling a bit. Funny enough, my best friend, she lives in LA. She's married. She actually has access to my Hinge profile. I don't have the app. It is not my phone. It's deleted. Her and her husband sit in bed at night and scroll through for me because for them, it's like a fun game to be like, cat cute, not cute. Wow.
What's the other apps everyone's using? Can I get one of them?
I don't even have them. Like literally, I have like Ryan and Hinge, and I don't even have Hinge on my own. Rye like sits there, but Rye's stupid. It's a game. It's a game. People just like try and match and then never actually meet.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the thing, and this is coming up more and more and more, like all of my girls' group chats, and I'm talking more predominantly like my friends. Actually, no, I was going to say it's my friends just in Australia, but that is not the truth. It's here as well. Are saying that trying to get a real life date from dating apps right now is a joke. It's like a date gets arranged. And the girls are being very proactive at like not pen paling people. They're like, no, we've matched each other. Like, let's go out next Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then the date never happens. The guys are falling off the face of the earth.
It's not just the guys. At the same bar that I was at last night, this guy was like there and we made friends with him. And he was like, I was just at Temple Bar. A girl was supposed to meet me. We had a date scheduled and I got stood up. She didn't show up. So he was like, now I'm out and my brother's meeting me out. Like, it's not just guys.
What's
It's girls
happening?
too. So my best friend who's on my Hinge was saying the same thing. She's like, obviously she used to be on Hinge before she was married, and she was like, at least people were like active. We would go when we were younger, we would go on like 3 dates a week every week. You would say meet here, great drinks. And she's like, now this is so bleak. I think between summer and now, people don't use the apps. People are traveling, people are meeting out, people are meeting in person. I think starting from now through like March when it's freezing, I think dates will happen more, but the apps have been on a decline. People used to meet everyone through the apps. Like a lot of my friends have met their husbands through the apps. I think they're on a steady decline.
But like, do we think people are going out? Like, are people dating less or are they just not dating through apps?
Maybe both. I mean, to be honest, I've never had success. I've been on dates from dating apps, but I've never had something consistent from an app. I always am meeting someone out or through mutual friends.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. Or even Instagram. Someone will like post someone, I'll be like, who's that? They're cute. And vice versa. Like people, everyone does that. And that's kind of how it happens these days. Because also if you're going on a Hinge date and it's just completely random, it's a little scary. The past year though, I've been in the mindset. So 2 years ago, I was in like a pretty bad place. And then the past year, I've been in a mindset where I'm just kind of like, if it happens, it happens. I'm not really upset about being single. Like,
And I kind of think that's when it happens for people. Like
let's knock on wood.
right.
Let's knock on wood. But I'm just like, I don't really care.
You've got a great life. And it's kind of at the point where it's like, you want to be in a place where you would feel so happy in yourself, your surroundings, the life you have for yourself, that any person that comes into it is only going to make it better. Because it's like, unless you can bring more to me, I've got what I need. Yeah.
And in this age too, I mean, we're already seeing divorces.
Mm-hmm. I keep saying to my friends, I'm like, just wait for the first round of divorces.
I've already seen some. And I'm like, at this point, I'm down for someone, not who's probably been divorced, but someone who was engaged or whatever. That's fine if you call it off. I mean, my dad was engaged and called it off and then met my mom.
Who's my mom?
No way.
Mm-hmm. I think it just goes to show that when you put yourself out there, people match you with the same energy, because the stuff that people have been sharing with me through messages and stuff, I'm just like, thank you. Like, thank you for saying that. They're like, no, like, thank you for putting it out there. I'm like, oh my God, I've been like so full of emotions lately. What's going on?
And it's very niche, but I would say women are 50% of the population. A lot of women can relate to the egg freezing, IVF, whatnot, because we're the bodies that actually have to do it. But we've spoken about this. Eventually, we'll get on male doctors and urologists, and we'll talk about sperm fertility. And it's another huge piece of it. And then that's the other 50% of the population. So it's like, although it's so niche, it's also not.
Even like my friends that maybe aren't struggling, but have just been able to conceive and found out they're pregnant, or maybe they're pregnant with their second, they've even been reaching out to me because they're like, I want to hear this other side of it. And they're like, I think sensitive to the fact that a lot of people around them maybe are in a different situation. So it's really cool to just, I don't know, put the conversation out there and kind of like have it. I'm kind of in this world. Like, I'm working in the fertility world. I'm like, I wonder what like the people around me are.
Wait, we haven't even talked about this. What has work been like? Obviously, coworkers have seen it.
So I was a bit nervous about that because it's really like putting yourself out there in a whole other way as well. I obviously don't know everything, and I'm not claiming to. I'm doing this to bring people on to teach all of us, including myself. And I, yeah, was just like a bit nervous about how it would be received.
Yeah.
But so far, like a few of the doctors, a lot of like my nursing colleagues and stuff have come up and been like, this is so cool. Like, keep going. Exactly. So that's been really cool. The other thing is like people at home. So it's also like reconnected me with people in Australia, because there's like a huge time difference. It's so hard to stay in contact with everybody. But so many people have reached out that like maybe I don't talk to that frequently anymore, or like even family that I haven't seen in so long.
Yeah, I do want to tap into the Australian market too.
Oh my God.
More than we have.
Thing is, I say this a lot at work as well. I feel like in America, egg freezing specifically, IVF obviously exists everywhere. There's a need for it. Egg freezing definitely in the US is really blowing up. Financially, it's a bit more accessible than in other countries if you have those benefits as a part of your like employment, for example. Australia's not quite there yet, but my demographic, like my age group, are becoming more curious about it simply because of the age they are. Maybe they're single, whatever. So they've got heaps of questions.
Yeah.
And it's a different thing because it's going to cost a different amount for them. It's not really a subsidized thing. They don't necessarily have the same benefits that you get from your employment in the US. So I think we should try and get some more Aussie doctors and stuff on to talk about that side of it as well.
That was fun. Excited for more episodes to come. We have some really amazing guests who we've started interviewing, some who have committed, some who are busy till maybe even this spring, but yeah, really cool people coming on, really interesting topics, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, keep listening. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.